Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, November 17th, 2023. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. Today's dispatch brought to you by My Store. Go to mystore.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Now, to the news. So, President Trump posted a truth on Truth Social, and he outlined the fact that Biden called on a specific reporter during an interview, gets a question, then reads the answer off of a card. In other words, he knew the question before he read the answer. We've seen this many times. Biden holding a card with what specific questions to answer, what specific reporters to call on. It's a joke, and now it's coming out even more. According to Fox News, Speaker Mike Johnson called for, quote, key witnesses to testify under oath in the Biden impeachment inquiry. He believes that's the next appropriate step. Well, I hope that it produces results, but again, there may be a whole nother plan going on that is unbeknownst to most of us, but we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it progresses. Retired Colonel Douglas MacGregor was talking about, he made a statement on X a couple days ago. And what he said was the last thing we as an American state want is a regional war in the Middle East. The Iranians and the Turks will shut down the Straits of Hormuz. Egypt will close the Suez Canal, and that will subsequently make oil $200 a barrel. And then he also said, given the damage these fools in Washington have done to our energy sector, $200 a barrel for oil is absolutely catastrophic, and our financial position would collapse. Well, of course, I have to agree with him. We can't allow this type of thing to happen. We can't allow it to continue to go on. But again, it's exposure. It's making people understand what's going on. There's a lot of people that still need to wake up, but there's so many that have woken up, which is a huge step in the right direction. According to Mike Lindell, a U.S. district judge declared people that question the voting machines are not conspiracy theorists. We've seen so much evidence. There's been so many documentaries out. So much evidence has come forward about what's going on with the elections. It's not surprising that finally a U.S. district judge declared that there's truth there. Again, more exposure, more things coming out to light. These are a good thing. According to MJ Truth, the Pentagon failed their annual audit again. Nobody's surprised. The audit failed primarily because defense officials could not provide auditors with enough information to do the audit. And what's interesting that the audits only started after President Trump got elected and made it federally required in 2018. Again, more exposure, things are moving in the right direction. How quickly will it all come out? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but we're making progress. According to Breaking 911, Congress approved a bill that averts government shutdown and pushes budget negotiations into next year. Now, I'm not all that pleased about that happening, but again, there's so many moving parts in the background, it's hard to say what's good and what's not going forward. According to Jim Dore, natural gas reserves were discovered off the coast of Gaza in 2000 and have yet to be harvested due to the perpetual instability in the region. Could this be another portion of why the conflict's taking place over there? Well, I think so. I think they want us to believe it's certain things having to do with religious belief system, which is probably part of it, but I think there's usually some trail to money that comes to mind, and this seems to verify that fact. According to AP News, a New York judge lifted the gag order that barred Donald Trump from maligning court staff in the fraud trial. Well, what do you know? First Amendment rights being protected? What a concept. Great. We're moving in the right direction there. And then finally today, according to Inside Paper, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced that due to the financial impact of ongoing migrant arrivals, the city will have to make budget cuts that will reduce the New York Police Department officers to below 30,000 and slash the Education Department budget by $1 billion. And he also warned that more cuts will be necessary unless the city receives more federal money to help with migrant arrivals. So how's that whole sanctuary city working out for you? Yeah, not very well. But again, I think it's going to have to get a little worse before it gets better. This is certainly part of it. So that's all we have for today. Go to MyPillow, that's mypillow.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And again, I keep telling you guys, go over to Rumble, subscribe to my channel there, as well as samshalhoub.com. I will be doing some more interviews in the near future, and they will only be posted on those channels because TikTok doesn't allow me to post longer videos here. So, in the meantime, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon.